What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Bass Thumbs Fishing channel, where we are always trying to keep our thumbs ripped up. I appreciate all the feedback and all the support from my last video, the win over at San Vicente. I saw that there's a few new subscribers to the channel, so I just want to say that I appreciate you guys. This was a little bit of a tough event for myself. I got the new rig and I absolutely love this new PWR 129. The ability to rig it however you want is just so much fun. I know that a lot of you are gonna have an incredible time rigging this kayak. I did have a couple little things that I need to tweak my next outing, but I was getting a little bit of water coming in through the dry pod, and I think it was because I was getting so much speed and I had a little bit of more weight than in my practice session out on it. So got to make a few tweaks, but we're going to get it dialed in. It is incredible to be utilizing the Two Livescopes on the Sniper Marine pole, and I am just looking forward to dialing in those electronics more and more every single time out on the water. You know, I know there's a lot of controversy about live scoping. As you want to enhance or you want to step up your game, especially offshore, being able to run perspective mode and forward at the same time, I feel like is really going to allow me as the angler that I am to really target those offshore rock piles, offshore brush piles, drop offs, steeper banks. I'm gonna be able to see that much more out in front of me and be able to target those hot areas or those high percentage areas that much more effectively. So I'm really looking forward to dialing that in. And like I said, you know, this tournament didn't really go as planned. I struggled a little bit, but as you guys are gonna see in the video, I did manage to catch a few fish. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you towards the end. All right, guys, I had to have Carrie get in the boat first because he rigged this whole thing. How does it feel?
It feels really good. With everything that we have on here, it definitely is heavy with all the product, but it feels really good. It feels super stable. Like, I can stand up and it's super stable.
Yeah.
Like, it's super stable.
You guys.
So.
Bro. Alrighty, guys, well, we got the PWR all rigged up. Got the NK300 on the back. 393 UHD2 SVs. And we are currently, I'm not full throttle yet, but we're at 5.8 right now. XI3 on the front. Dual Garmin Livescopes. Dry deck. Cruising. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It is the night before the first stop of the American Bass ABA Kayak Series, sponsored by Bonafide. I am so excited to get out there at El Cap. I feel like tomorrow we are gonna put that NK300 to the test. I'm gonna make a 4-mile run first thing in the morning. Should take me about 30 minutes going 6 miles an hour. And before, when I was going a little slower with the XI3, a tough decision to make a run to the back. We've experienced about 12 inches of rain the last week, so I'm really feeling confident about heading to the back of this creek where the water should be flowing in pretty good, and I just feel like they gotta be in there. We're gonna try flipping, we're gonna try spinnerbait, we're gonna try chatterbait, we're gonna try Senko, and we are hoping to at least get 1 or 2 good sized fish. I'm hoping for a couple 17+ inch fish to start the morning off back there. And if not, we're gonna step out to some points just in front of the creek channels where fish should be staging. And then if that doesn't pan out, we're gonna go scoping. So hopefully we could put this thing to the test tomorrow. I appreciate all you guys' support on the build so far. I can't wait to walk you guys through it, but I also can't wait to show you guys it in its full, basically its full tournament mode tomorrow. So we're gonna be bringing both motors. We're gonna be bringing all 3 screens and both scopes. So I know it's like, man, I got no excuses. So the pressure's on a little bit. We're just gonna go out there, have fun, and see what we can put together tomorrow. Again, just really excited to be out there with my friends, and I appreciate all you guys' support. It means a lot. And let's see if we can go put together 5 good ones and maybe get back-to-back wins. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you guys in the morning. We're in line, getting ready to go. There's a lake over there. Let's go catch some biggins. Alrighty, guys, well, we rigged the kayaks to push the limit. That's what we do. And sometimes they work great and sometimes they don't. But I just went like 6-1 with the NK with this thing fully loaded. And the water line is up to the dry pod and it's bringing water in. So I'm gonna go unload the rear motor and fish the day and have to rebalance some things out. Alrighty guys, well, we took off most of the weight in the back with that Newport. I was getting a little water in through the pod. So we just gotta stay positive. We're just running the XI3 now. Got the 135 powering that. And let's get out there and go catch them. It's just part of the process of rigging a kayak. Some things work, some things don't, and it's kind of the fun in it. See how far we can push these little things. Man, guys, I tell you, I have had probably one of the toughest mornings I've had in a while. Right now I got the dual scopes going, so I got, let's see if I can show you guys this. Well, this one's perspective, this one's forward. So we're sitting in about 20 feet right now, and there's just a ton of, like a rock field out there. And there's fish down there for sure. It's just getting them to bite. First fish in the PWR, 12.75. Heck yeah. 12.75. Alright guys, 14 on the scope shed. Alright guys, we are going to make a run back towards the front. Today has just been so funky, man. It has been tough. I think it's just like the combination of getting used to a new kayak, but also just sucking and not catching fish makes it for a interesting day. But it's only 1 o'clock. We still have 3 hours of fishing. So let's see if we can go put together like a late day pattern. Let's get on that late day pattern. $15. Alrighty guys, well, that is a good old-fashioned butt whooping. What a day. To go from a win to 3 fish. Tough pill to swallow, but hey, we're out here cruising the new PWR. This thing handles, I'm in pretty rough water right now, and it's handling the rough water pretty well, really well. We're going 3-5 into the wind. I was getting 4-5 with no wind or anything. So anyways guys, I will see you guys back at the house. All right guys, well, we are back home now, and just to give a little bit of a recap, man, it was a tough day out there. California, you know, we had about a foot of rain come in. Those post-frontal conditions, the water was a little murky, the water was rising, there was a ton of water coming into the lake. Like I said, it was post-front. So my original game plan was to head all the way to the back, or this creek that we have, and fish that incoming water. I felt like the fish could have been moved up pretty shallow with all that fresh water coming in, especially in the pre-spawn kind of stage that they're in right now. And I was hoping to go back there and power fish, but as you guys saw, I had to take off that rear motor to, I just didn't want to like tweak things out on the water on tournament day. And once I had that little bit of water coming in through the pod, I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take this off, fish with the bow mount for the day. And so that kind of messed with my head a little bit. I always try to stay as positive as I possibly can when I'm out in the water, no matter what happens, because there's gonna be electronical things that occur. There's gonna be some things that just are out of your control. You have to maintain that positive mindset. So I learned a lot out there today. I'm still getting used to the new rig and trying to dial in the electronics and trying to dial in the weight distribution. All those things, you know, play a factor in being successful out there on the water. So to kind of go over a little bit of what I did, you know, after we kind of got some things dialed in, I went out and fished some rockier areas that I had success with in the past, and was able to target a couple fish on the Livescope. My first fish came off a drop shot, and as you guys are going to be following me throughout this whole season, you know, living in SoCal, we have to throw a drop shot quite a bit. So my drop shot setup for this event was a 15-pound smackdown high-vis green braid. And then I have that tied to a 8-pound Seaguar Tatsu leader. And then I got a size 2 RoboWorm rebarb hook with a 1/4 ounce Wu Tungsten Invisishot drop shot weight. First fish I saw just dropped right down on his head, and he ate it. Nothing really much to it. I thought I was gonna be able to kind of continue that throughout the day. Wasn't gonna be on the drop shot. Threw a ton of different baits. Saw a fish suspended, and I dropped the new scope shad. So this is the scope head by Buckeye Jigs or Buckeye Lures, and then the scope shad by Yamamoto, and that is then the sexy shad color. That was really fun to throw, and it shows up really, really well on that Livescope Plus system. My rod that I was throwing was a Phoenix M1. So I picked up the M1 rod, and this rod right here, guys, is for the price point, about 200 bucks. This thing I know is gonna be locked in my hand quite a bit. Got the 10-pound Seaguar Smackdown braid in Stealth Gray, and then this one was for my hover rigs and stuff like that. For mid-strolling and stuff, I'll be going 6-pound Tatsu for the remainder of the year with that. So I am looking forward to dialing that whole setup in. I did pick up another Phoenix rod, I forgot to mention this, but this is the MBX series. It's the classic. This is a 7-foot fast action specifically designed for the drop shot. I love the cork accents. It's got like a mahogany wood little accent right here. The bait keeper's legit. This thing is so well balanced. It's got a nice fast tip, really light, extremely sensitive. I was feeling those rocks. That fish that bit, I felt that bite like it was super obvious, and I'm really looking forward to continue to add to my Phoenix lineup for the rest of the season. That pretty much does it for the event. Ended up in 18th place. No matter what happens on this channel and over on my Instagram, I'll always share with you guys the good and the bad. This definitely wasn't where we wanted to be, but gonna take the confidence, take the things that I learned out there, and I'm gonna apply it to the next event. So the next event is going to be over at Lake Paris on March 16th. I am looking for my first win at Lake Paris. We've had some really good finishes in the past, multiple top fives, and I just really want to break through and get that win over at Lake Paris. It is my home lake, so that'd be pretty special to get the win over at Paris here in the next few weeks. You know, as I mentioned before, I know that there's a few new subscribers to the channel based off of my last video, and I just want to say thank you guys for joining. Your guys' support means the absolute world to me, and I'm excited to bring you guys along for the rest of the season. We have some really excited things coming down the pipe. Can't wait to share with you guys the detailed walkthrough of my brand new kayak. Make sure you guys are tuned in for that walkthrough video that's going to be coming out pretty soon. Very detailed. I'll do it over at the shop at Kayak Fish Supplies and show you guys exactly how we rigged this thing out. Carrie did a phenomenal job with all the little details, and I'm really looking forward to putting that one out. I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, everyone that supports me, family, friends. I just appreciate all you guys so much. And as always, keep your thumbs dripped, and I'll see you guys on the next one.